Hey guys, this is Tosh here and welcome to the first ever big showcase on my channel. Tonight marks the release of the Five Nights at Freddy's movie in theaters and also in streaming, and in this video to celebrate the release of the movie, I have custom figures of Mike, Abby, Vanessa, Steve Raglan, CoryxKenshin, and of course the star himself, Freddy Fazbear. Now, before we start, I would appreciate it if you would subscribe and leave a like. This project took a while to complete and these figures were just as tedious. So, without further ado, let's get into the showcase. Starting off with Mike, the man down on his luck in regard to keeping a job, Mike is being portrayed by Josh Hutcherson. And being a Josh myself, I wanted to make sure I got his likeness down as best as I can. He's sporting his security guard outfit with the security sweater being prominent. I did try to get the right set of colors because Mike's security sweater does consist of black and gray, with the gray being the sleeves and the hood. Under Mike's sweater, he has a nice shirt on, but I had actually sculpted the shirt under to engrave the detail, and I think it works perfectly fine. But for Mike's legs, Mike here is sporting a pair of jeans with some black shoes. For Mike's face, as I said, I really wanted to capture Josh Hutcherson's likeness with the face, and I think this is one of the best painted faces I've ever done. I really love how my figure of Mike came out, but of course, what do you guys think? Next, we have Abby, portrayed by Piper Rubio. Abby's Mike's younger sister that he takes unknowingly into the lion's den, Freddy Fazbear's pizza. My figure of Abby is sporting her pink shirt with the cloud pattern she has all over it. She has jeans and black shoes to also complete the look. Abby's head is from the official Hermione minifigure, and her hair is Kira's hairpiece from the solo sets. But I'm gonna be honest, I can't wait to see the lore importance that Abby has, and she seems like she's gonna be a very enjoyable character. I can't wait to see how Piper Rubio is gonna portray this specific character. For our third figure, here we got Vanessa, portrayed by Elizabeth Lay. She's an officer who seems to be helping out Mike. But to start off, Vanessa is sporting this combed ponytail look, which the hairpiece, it was initially this hairpiece, the bun piece, that I had cut and sculpted a ponytail to the back of it. And for her head, I'm not sure where this head is from, but I saw on eBay and I was like, hey, that kind of looks like the actress, and I went for it. The torso is a curved aerial light torso that I was able to buy from my good friend Venom CBW. Check out his shop, he has a bunch of cool stuff, I'll leave in the link down below. I sculpted a collar, tie, the badges, the belt, and the walkie-talkie onto the torso. I really do think this torso came out perfectly alongside the detail, and I tried my best to paint on Vanessa's name tag that seems to say Shelly, which I would assume that's her last name. But for Vanessa's arms, she does have her department's badge stitched onto it, and she has her cuffs rolled, so I tried my best to paint that. But finally, for her legs, there wasn't much to go by on the trailers, as you know, we've only seen her upper torso with her in uniform, so I just did some basic black pants with shoes. But of course, what do you guys think about this figure? Now, as we are halfway through the showcase, here we have Steve Raglan, portrayed by the talented Matthew Lillard. No spoilers, but I'm pretty sure we know who Steve really is. Steve has his hair combed that I had sculpted and painted. He also has glasses and his beard that I had sculpted. And I'm gonna be honest, I do really think this looks a lot like Matthew Lillard, but I'll leave that opinion to you guys. Steve has a pattern shirt that I tried to copy, and he has the tie and collar that I had sculpted onto the torso. Now, we'd never seen Steve anywhere in the trailers aside from being behind a desk, so I had no idea what his pants looked like. So I had to improvise and think of something that would match his style. I gave him some brown pants held by a belt with a gold buckle and some black shoes. But I'm gonna be honest, I'm really excited to see where Matthew Lillard takes his character, and I definitely know he's gonna be one of the best things coming out of that movie. Now, for our last figure, this one's kind of special. Ever since I found out CoryxKenshin was going to be having a cameo in the FNAF movie, I knew I had to make him. Cory's definitely one of my favorite YouTubers, so I'm beyond proud he's now canon to one of my favorite franchises. And for his figure, I gave him the new Afro piece from the Ninjago sets. I sculpted on his mustache and beard, and tried my best to paint on his likeness to the best of my abilities. It was hard to see his outfit that he wears in the movie because he's in a taxi cab from what we've seen, and there's a lot of shadowing going over his look. So what I did, I knew he had a sweater, and I tried my best to paint on the detail he had on the sweater. He does have a patterned shirt underneath with a collar, so I did sculpt on the collar, and I did paint that as well. I do think I did a pretty good job with it though. I also just gave him some black pants and shoes to complete the look. But I'm beyond excited to see Cory's scene This finding out he was going to be in the movie was honestly genuinely such a welcoming surprise. This movie is truly going to be fantastic. And now finally, the star of the show, Freddy Fazbear. Now I've made Freddy's in the past, but for the movie's release, I wanted to make one last Freddy completely accurate from head to toe. And man, I think this Freddy blows the other ones out of the park. In my opinion, this might be my best figure in regards of its accuracy. Now, this figure is 100% sculpted and painted by me, and I use techniques and styles inspired by customs and stuff and the Moose Figs on Instagram. I'll leave their respective accounts linked down below. This figure I spent the entirety of August working on. I started off with blueprints that I had drew, which were pretty lazy at first, but I had a total vision on how I wanted the figure to go. I first started by making the shape for Freddy's head, and I drew on how I wanted the placements to be. I sculpted on the detail and built on from there. Underneath the head, I have Freddy's endo head, which is also being held by a skeleton hand ball joint, and also Freddy's jaw also moves, so I also wanted to make it look like he was talking or whatever facial expression I wanted to give him. Next, for the torso, I cut open a normal Lego torso and made a ball joint system. I also made sure the arms connected into these joints. The hip is also being held with a Lego antenna that slides into place. For the arms and legs, I had to cut open normal Lego arms and legs in half, and I extended them to make them a bit taller, but I think it really benefits the arms the most because it makes it a lot accurate. But now for the feet, I sculpted Freddy's feet individually, and I had fused them together with the legs. And now finally, to top the figure off, I gave Freddy a microphone. But I do think this is one of my best figures yet to date, and honestly, to see Freddy on the big screen, I'm surprised that I could even say that. It's such a blessing to be here to witness this happening right in front of me. But obviously, what do you guys think? That's going to be the end of this showcase, so let's get to the outro. Well, that concludes the end of this showcase. I really want to thank you for making it this far. Please let me know what you guys think, and make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you like what you saw and if you're interested in future projects. But as always, take care. God bless you guys. Enjoy the film. See you guys.